guys, welcome back. After over a month-long hiatus, the PORWC Gatorade Pro Series is back. Yes, I had school start back, and I stopped this right before I started back. I was going to see how my schedule was going to look like and how much free time I was going to have, so just warning you guys ahead of time, just a warning that this series won't be as active as my two main series, but this series is active again, where I could do at least some races every now and again, but expect my other two series to be on a lot more. But when I get a chance, I'll be doing these series. And my truck series is still going to be a little bit on hiatus until I get even more free time, but at least this one's going. And we are here at the Auto Club Speedway, or at the time of the series in 2001 was California Speedway. The Napa Auto Parts 500 is ready to go for race number 6. Still got a lot of race to go in this series, and we'll see what happens here today. That's what 25 laps around this very big track. Taylor Orndorff is on the pole today, and I heard could possibly be his last ride in the Tide Ride. Taylor Orndorff has expressed his want to be released out of this car soon and look for other opportunities. So this could be Taylor's last race here in the PORWC Gatorade Pro Series. So he wants to go out with a bang. He's on the pole today in the 32. I'd like to get a win for him before he leaves. Liam Ervig is on the outside of him in the 3 car, and we have a bunch of other drivers behind them ready to go. And if I timed it right, hopefully the starting command will be said and get you ready for the lineup and see the grid for today's Napa Auto Parts 500.
Drivers, stand
Just like I told these boys, we don't need anything over the top today. We got a good race car, we got a good driver, we got a good pit crew.
Very
All we got to do is keep everybody carrying the weight. We'll go out there and have a good time today. Make it happen at the end.
That was
Thumbs up here.
now,
Get ready to rock and
very
roll.
excited for this race.
Good luck to you guys on pit road down there
Goes
today.
rolling by, and here's your starting lineup for today's Napa Auto Parts 500 here at Auto Club Speedway. Look at your starting grid as the field is rolling around turns 3 and 4 to get this race going. A lot of these drivers have not been with their teams that much lately since they've been about a month hiatus, so everybody's going to get used to each other and how these cars run. But we'll see who's going to be the comer and goers as the return of the PORWC Gatorade Pro Series is right here, right now. Welcome back, drivers, and we're ready to go back racing like we were a month ago. Green flag is out. Gatorade Pro Series is back underway. Off in the first corner here, and Matt Wells already making a move 3 wide to try to get for the lead. He went under Liam Ervig and James McLeod. Now Taylor Orndorff's going to try to take off in the Tide Ride, which we could be speculated as his last ride here. Oh, we got a wreck. Dylan Pote got turned. Oh, across half the field back there. He's going to race back to the line. Here comes Ken Long, a 2-time winner this season, and the last winner we had in the series back at Texas and the Daytona 500 winner. She's working her way up. A few cars are involved in that wreck. Near the back is Taylor Orndorff leading them back to the line, and they're scrambled everywhere, gonna make sure they don't wreck. Looks like they're fine. McLeod and Brian go way up the track. Whoa, look out, Seth Cole. 4 wide right here. Gotta be careful. Oh, Seth Cole and James King were getting into it right there a little bit. And, oh, Sean Galligan up in the point stands was involved in the wreck. And the Kmart Ford, Dylan Pote was the car I saw getting turned in front of a lot of the field right there. Matthew McMurray has a lot of damage in the 9 car. I don't know if anybody else has damage. I think everybody else got through it. There might be some drivers that have damage. Look and see the front end of everybody's car. Sean Galligan's going back on the track. He had a lot of damage. That just doesn't look like that. Sorry about this now. And it looks like he's going to be alright. I don't know if he went a lap down or not. Galligan's still in the lead lap, but he's going to continue on. But Dylan Pote took a lot of hits right there. Him and Matthew McMurray both in trouble as we're under caution for the first time today. here at Auto Club Speedway is Taylor Orndorff, the 32, the pole sitter, is your leader, as we go back to the replay and see what brought out the first caution of the day. Now, I'm not too sure about the camera angles here, so we're going to do helicopter just in case. Here's Dylan Poteet back here in the back. He's right alongside Sam Young in the 88, Matthew Rodriguez in the 25 right behind him. I have to get used to these names again. They're going to the corner. They're in the back. Sam Young can get a run on Eric Burden in the 55. Does he hook the 55? Oh, yes, he did. It's going to send him right into Dylan Poteet. Burden continues on. Oh, and Matthew McMurray turned Eric Burden. There you go, spinning. There's where Sean Galligan hit Dylan Poteet. Charles Jackson narrowly avoids. Matthew McMurray runs to the back of Dylan Poteet. Callum Wells got a piece of it. Sean Henley stopped. I think he avoided it. Dylan went for a spin right there. He got hit by a lot of cars. Matthew McMurray actually hit the inside wall right there as well. That's where Galligan went to pit road to fix some damage. I think he looks like he has a fender rub on the left front fender. You can see the damage. It looks like he's rubbing the fender. And Callum Wells continued on. But Dylan Poteet looks like he's done for the day. We're going to ride on board with Dylan and see what he saw in the Caterpillar Dodge. Dylan's going to get turned right here by the... Well, actually, 88 caused the 55 to come down into him and hook him. So Dylan Poteet's going to go for a ride here, coming off turn number 2. This is what he saw in his Bill Davis Racing Dodge. And that's what happened to Dylan. He had it spun out, but he just got hit by a couple of drivers, and it's going to end his day early. Tough break for Dylan Poteet, as we're going to go back to live action now after this replay is over. You see the field rolling by, and we'll be back for the restart after this commercial break. And we are back and getting ready for the restart after that commercial break. Dylan Poteet is the only driver that dropped out of the race. He will finish dead last today. Matthew McMurray, Sean Galligan, Callum Wells, as well as Eric Burton and Sean Henley continue on from the incident. I believe McMurray has his hood gone. Henley got his fender fixed. Or Galligan. I'm failing bad on names right now. As the pace car heads off, Taylor Orndorff, Ken Long, Matt Wells, Christopher Martin, Liam Irvig, Joseph Bryant, Rhett Yates, James McLeod, Brody Banta, Barney Ward, and that's your top 10. Make sure I was counting right. Green flag is back out. We're racing again. Doesn't take long for these drivers to fan out here. There's so much room to be racing here at Auto Club Speedway. The drivers take full advantage of all the opportunities and lanes they can take between the race around this long 2-mile track. Coming down the long back straightaway for the first time since the restart. Sean Galligan is actually off the pace back here. Matthew Murray is actually faster than him, so Galligan must have more damage done. Maybe the toe was knocked out of it. He's going to hit that fender pretty hard, but Murray's going to lose the draft. Callum Wells is trying not to. He might be off the pace as well. Eric Burton continued on, and Sean Henley as well. You see looking through your field how everybody is doing right now. And Liam Irving going after Matt Wells for second as Taylor Orndorff continues to lead this race. Matt Wells using the draft off the other Ford cars up there, but couldn't do that. Joseph Bryant just definitely helped Liam Irving. He almost shoved him through the whole corner and allowed them to try to get around Matt Wells. And there's Brody Banta, came in third in the standings. The winner from Atlanta, that singular wireless Dodge Intrepid. That 01 car looks pretty fast too. But right now, Taylor Orndorff has the lead. Oh, Liam Irving, he had the run, but he slid up. Had to fall back in line behind the Tide Rod. And now Joseph Bryant makes the run to the front in the sprint Dodge Intrepid. And Brody Banta's going to make it 3 wide. Banta's ready to go to the front. He's looking for his second win of the season already in only 6 races. They're 3 wide for second. Looks like Bryant's going to back out of it, falling behind the 3 car. And here comes a new driver. We also forgot to mention, before this series went on hiatus, we had 2 replacements right before the season went on hiatus for the Pichu and Luke Walker situation being banned from PORWC. Barney Ward is the new driver of the 2 car, and he's worked his way up in the top 5. He actually just got up to 3rd. He's one of the new drivers. Looking back to the other new drivers, the 21 car. There he is. That's Max Skinner now driving the 21 car for the Wood Brothers. So we welcome them to the series. They're going to try to make a name for themselves, but they're not really far back in the series. It's early in the season still. And we got a battle for the lead heating up. Here comes Liam Irvig to the inside of Taylor Orndorff. Will he get the run? We'll have to wait and see. Taylor's led every lap so far in that 32 car. Liam Irvig's going to make a run at him. He's not going to put up much of a fight. Liam Irvig to the lead. Now the two Dodgers on the bottom working together, Brody Vanta and Joseph Bryant. Here comes James McLeod. He's coming back up here. He fell back a little bit. He's working his way up. Through wide down the back straightaway. Christopher Martin's helping James McLeod. James King and Randy Carpenter go by Carpenter's teammate Barney Ward, and Jackson Braun are stuck on the high side. Here comes Trent Dunham and the Texaco Haviland Ford. Jason Marshall and Seth Kohler following through, and Zach Carlson's up there in the 33. There's Ricky Hawk. I believe he came in as the points leader. I'm not really sure. I haven't even looked at the points that much. I think I checked it once since I started the series back, but I know Ricky Hawk's up there. He's working his way up in that 12 car. There's Matt Wells. Oh, look out. Anthony McCurry just got turned by Rhett Yates. Oh, and he saved it. And Zach Buchanan did as well. What an amazing save. Oh, that could have been disaster. And Anthony McCurry, if you remember a while back, he had problems with Trent Dunham wrecking him. So he's had history of having run-ins with some other drivers. He just got into Rhett Yates. But Rhett Yates and Zach Buchanan somehow saved it. That was an amazing save. They all two would go and continue on. There's also Aaron Williams up there on the high side, the Las Vegas winner, going 3 wide with Rhett Yates and Connor Breeden in the M&M's Pontiac. Dylan Young getting help from Max Skinner. There's Zach Buchanan again. Derek Walker, quiet as usual. Cody Lamas. There's Daquan Joseph, who's one of the newer drivers. Wells up here, or actually back here, say Danny Wells, Ryan Duke, and there's Michael Cosby. He's trying to get another good run. Sean Henley's not been able to work his way to the front. He started dead last. Charles Jackson trying to do the same. Jackson started in the back as well with Jack Richards, Keith Batson, Sam Young, Eric Burton, Callum Wells. Matthew Rodriguez has fallen off the pace. He must have some damage. No, he hit the wall. Rodriguez got in the wall somewhere. Matt McMurray and Sean Gallagher are 40th and 41st. Look back here. Where's the 32 car at? There's Taylor Orndorff. He cannot get it off the top of the track. This is not what he was looking for in his last race. Looks like he's going to get to the bottom now. He's falling out of the top 10. Now he's going to have to work his way back up. But we know that car is fast. And there's still 12 laps to go this time by. So there's plenty of time to, as Liam Irving has a challenge from Joseph Bryant for the lead. And Joseph led that lap. And here comes Christopher Martin. He's been one of the drivers struggling heavily this season in what we've had race so far. Martin's up there in second place, by far so far his best run of the season. Comes storming down the back straightaway once again. And Joseph Bryant has the lead right now. And Jason Marshall's working his way to the front. A lot of Dodgers are working their way to the front right now. Jason's trying to get up there and get his first win. Ricky Hawk's up there. And here comes Ken Long, a 2-time winner in 5 races. And the last winner of the season we had at race 5 in Texas. She's going to try to get up there and get her 3rd win. She's been really fast in that Conseco Pontiac for AJ Foyt. And there's Taylor Orndorff. He's worked his way back up there. Just over 10 laps to go, and he's back up toward the front with Barney Ward and Anthony Curry. He's worked his way up as well after that run-in with Rhett Yates, who's right behind him, ironically. And right now, Joseph Bryant, good friend with Seth Cole, and also his teammate to him, and teammate to Cody Lamas, out there leading the way for Petty Enterprises in that Dodge Intrepid, number 45. He's trying to pull away. It's Ken Long going to take second place away from Ricky Hawk and Jason Marshall. We got some new players up at the front of the field. Oh, Christopher Martin got put in the middle. Right between teammate Liam Irving and Ricky Hawk. Good racing we're having right now. The field's keeping it clean and everything. If we look back a little bit, Sean Gallagher is still off the pace, as well as Matthew McMurray. Matthew Rodriguez apparently got put in the wall somewhere. We might check that out at the end. We might check that at the end of the race. We don't have another caution. Callum Wells is off the pace. Ryan Juke, oh, look out. Danny Wells came up in front of him. Danny trying to drive his teammate, Sean Henley. They're trying to work their way to the front. They're struggling heavily right now. A couple of Hendrick cars, Red Bell. All the Hendrick cars are doing bad. We saw Matthew McMurray back there. Here's Red Bell and Aaron Williams, 29th and 30th. There's Michael Cosby, he's starting to fall back. Some players are trying to get to the front right now. Some of these drivers know it's time to go. We got a battle for the lead. Barney Ward is going after Joseph Bryant. Barney Ward's going to try to lead his first lap in his first race. He's going to come around and he's going to do it. Barney Ward's looking to win his debut. That would be a huge momentum boost for this team after the loss of their driver, Pichu. Or Luke Walker, one or the other, can't remember, but it's one of them. But what a way to start the series in the series for Barney Ward if he could pull off a victory here in the Miller Lite 2 Ford cars for Roger Penske. Well, we still got plenty of races to go and anything could happen. Liam Irving's been one of the consistent drivers today. He looks like he's been at the front for most of the day as his teammate Christopher Barnes going after him for second. There's Dylan Young. He's made his first run at the front. He has help from Zach Carlson. And it looks like I see damage on the 21 car. Looks like front end damage on Max Skinner's 21 car. Maybe not. It looks like it. Maybe he's fine, I guess. James McLeod goes by. Here comes Jackson Braun in the 19. Taylor Orndorff is back on the high side, stuck again. He can't do nothing. He's stuck up there once again, falling back. He's falling back for the first time. Now it's go time for these drivers. Christopher Martin just got a huge run. He got away from his teammate, Liam Irving. Now he's pulled up to the back bumper of Barney Ward as Dylan Young and Zach Carlson work together on the bottom. And Barney Ward and Christopher Martin go down and try to block him. And Carlson, go time for that 33 car. He's had a horrible season to start. He's way down the points. Carlson looking to win here at Auto Club. Now Liam Irving's been kicked to the high side. You see a view from spectator. It looks like little ants out there in the back straightaway. Such a wide track and they have a lot of racing room. And Zach Carlson did clear Dylan Young, but he raced him too hard, and James McLeod's going to take advantage in the 10 car. But right now, it is all Barney Ward and Christopher Martin 1-2 as they're trying to pull away from the field. They come by. They have 5 laps to go here. These drivers are slicing and dicing for position. Pretty soon, if we have a wreck, it could end the race. They're actually catching Sean Galligan. There's Galligan. And here comes the field. Could Galligan be a factor in the finish of this? He's about 2 seconds off the pace. Galligan's in the middle. He's going off turn 4. Let's see. Galligan's off 4 now. Here comes Barney Ward. He has a challenge for the lead. Here comes Christopher Martin. They're off turn 4. Keep an eye on that 26 car. He's off the pace. As Barney Ward's going to lead this lap, 4 to go. Here comes James McLeod in the Valvoline Pontiac. He's going to make it 3 wide for the lead. Christopher Martin about didn't see him. They're 3 wide. Here comes McLeod. There is Galligan. They have gotten closer for sure. And Christopher Martin has a run on the high side. McLeod needs help from Zach Carlson and Jason Marshall. McLeod has the preferred line. Martin's so close to clear him. He couldn't clear him. James McLeod has the inside line. They are coming up on Sean Galligan. They're definitely going to catch him, but now definitely before the end of the race. The cars were missing from the field. I guess not. And Christopher Martin actually led that last time by, and James McLeod didn't lead it, so now he's in the front. And look who's in 3rd place. Where did he come from? Trent Dunham. In that technical Haviland Ford, he just came out of nowhere, and he's up the front. And there's Aaron Williams and Taylor Orndorff back. They're all coming up to the front now. It's going to be crucial for James McLeod. Who's going to be able to manage to maneuver around the slow Sean Galligan machine? They're coming off the corner. There is Galligan. McLeod's going to have to hope that Galligan gives him a break, but all these drivers are going to catch him in a heartbeat. McLeod pulling away, and Galligan goes to the high side. Don't stay way high. Oh, Christopher Martin just got forced up there. Trent Dunham is going to go under him. Now, this is what McLeod wants. Look at the lead James McLeod has over the field. Oh, and Christopher Martin, he had to get away from Galligan about wrecked. And McCurry. He was trying to force people behind him. He gets stuck behind the slow 26 car, and he did. He did definitely for sure. But can Trent Dunham run down James McLeod? They're coming this time to the white flag. 1 lap to go for McLeod in the Valvoline Pontiac for MV2 Motorsports. It'd be a huge win for him. He hadn't had the best of luck this season, even though it's only been 5 races. But McLeod started up front and kind of fell back and stayed under the radar today. But he can pull off a huge victory unless Trent Dunham can catch him in the 28. Dunham has the run. He has the draft off of the 10 car. But will it be enough to catch James McLeod? Green Pontiac into victory lane today. Trent trying to get a run on him. Anthony McCurry as well. They cannot do nothing with them. James McLeod's going to come down, and James McLeod is going to pick up his first win of the season. He takes the Napa Auto Parts 500. James McLeod has won the race today. He came out of nowhere. He snuck his way around Christopher Martin. And Barney Ward made it 3 wide for the lead. That was probably the move of the race right there. Pulled away. James McLeod is your winner today in that number 10 Valvoline Pontiac. Big win for him. McLeod is your winner today. Congrats to him and the whole 10 team. Trent Dunham almost snuck in there and got a win, but second place is huge for him. He popped up out of nowhere. That was a surprise for me. Anthony McCreary, after having problems back early in the race with Rhett Yates and Zach Buchanan, almost caused a wreck. He ended up recovering and finishing third. Taylor Orndorff, in his final stint, possibly, in the 32 car, he finishes fourth. But will this be the end of Taylor Orndorff in that car? We'll have to wait and see. He got him a top 5. Christopher Martin ended up 5th. Probably by far his best finish of the season, if not one of them. Zach Carlson, a good run in 6th. Barney Warden, his debut, finished 7th. Dylan Young, 8th. Aaron Williams, 9th. And Connor Breen round out your top 10. You got James King, Keith Batson, Jason Marshall, Joseph Bryant, who was early in the race dominating. He ended up finishing 14th. He had a good car, but he fell back in traffic. I don't know who all got hung up behind the 26th either. That could have been a questionable thing. I know Jason Marshall did it, so Bryant might have as well. Danny Wells ended up 15th, but didn't hear about him much today. Derek Walker, Zach Buchanan, Rhett Yates. Ironically, they finished together when they almost wrecked together. Charles Jackson and Daquan Joseph, a couple of Gibbs cars, finished 19th and 20th. You see Ken Long in 21st. Not the day she wanted. She fell back late. You got Jackson Braun, Seth Cole, Matt Wells. Liam Ervig was up there as well. He ended up 25th. He could have got hung up behind the slow car of Sean Galligan. Jack Richards, Sean Henley, Eric Burden, Sam Young, Ryan Juke. And then you see 31st through 42nd. Ricky Hawk was up there. Brody Banter was up there early. And then we see a couple of those cars off the pace. But we might go back and check out what happened to Matthew McMurray. Matthew Rodriguez. Because he fell off the pace and he was up there racing, but I didn't see him have any damage. So we're going to go back to the replay and see what happened to Rodriguez that caused him to have a slow car and eventually lose the pack. Alright, actually, the thing was, I just went back and looked at the replay. It actually was from the original wreck. Matthew, whenever Eric Burden got turned by Sam Young down into Dylan Pote, he actually bounced off of Rodriguez as well. And Rodriguez's right side got a lot of damage, and that's what actually resulted in his car being very slow. So that's why Rodriguez was slow, but there was no point showing the replay because it was in the original wreck. But that's what happened to him. But there's your results one last time, and we're going to go to the post-race screen and show you the winner and where we're going next week and the points. So stay tuned. Okay guys, and we are done. And remember, like I said, it's a short season. We run every track once, so that's why the schedule kind of looks odd. But the next race for race number 7 will be the Coca-Cola 600, a big race where a lot of people want to win. That would be our next race out of 23 races. That will be race 7. And here's your point standings after 6 races. Rhett Yates is a points leader over Trent Dunham by 3 points. And then it's back to Aaron Williams, who's 3rd, Ken Long, Taylor Orndorff, your top 5, and still question about the 32 being driven by Taylor Orndorff after this race. We'll have to wait and see. He is 5th in the standings, so maybe he'll change his mind. As you see, Brody Banta, Anthony McCreary, Ricky Hawk, Dylan Young, Liam Ervig, your top 10 in the standings. And there's your winner from this race today, James McLeod. He is 14th, but probably the reason why he's so far down is because he has 2 DNFs. But that could be the reason. You saw your top 20. Sean Galligan was up there in points, I believe. He's now 20th. That race really hurt him. You can see 21st through 40th. There's actually Luke Walker's road too, instead not Peachy London. And then here is these drivers. They're new, so they'll have to work their way up as well. But there's your standings, and we are done here from Auto Club. I hope you guys enjoyed today's race, guys and gals. So we will see you guys next time at Lotus Motor Speedway, hopefully soon. I can't really say when this next race will be up. Just stay aware and check out my channel and stuff and make sure just update. And there's a playlist also of all the series. But I hope you guys enjoyed the return of the PORWC Gatorade Pro Series racing. So I hope to see you guys soon for that, and stay tuned for my Mopar Nationwide series and Mountain Dew Race series. I was about to say 2 series. Make sure to check them out as well, and I hope you guys enjoy the race. One last time, congratulations, James McLeod. on the victory today at Auto Club, and I will see you guys soon.